FM 100 ICRT, all music in the mix for you right here in the Hour of Power. It is ICRT FM 100, and that was Rihanna and Eminem's collaboration, although it's a different part of that song that you're all familiar with. Love the Way You Lie, Part 2. That is right here on ICRT. And we've been announcing this since, weeks ago, and of course, certainly today, all throughout the afternoon here. And I know a lot of people are probably waiting to talk to Shane in person, but here he is. Mr. Filan is right here at ICRT.
Hello, Joseph. How are you, man?
Welcome back to Taiwan. You've been here several times in many different countries all over the world, of course.
I have, yeah. It's always nice to be in Taipei. I get a great reaction at the airport. You know, there's lots of fans there to meet me, which is nice. And I've been here twice in the last kind of 8 months, actually.
Right. The last time for the launch of your solo album,
that's
You
right,
and Me.
Yeah, You and Me. So it's good to be back here again. You know, I'm coming back to obviously talk about my concert, which is really exciting. You know, I'm really excited about that, and it's going to be September 19th.
Have you conducted concerts already, big-scale concerts already on your own in different areas of the world?
I have. I've only started my first solo tour, the You and Me tour in the UK and Ireland.
Okay.
And I've done like that for a couple of months. I've just finished that. So basically, the next phase now, I'm doing lots of summer concerts when I go back.
Right.
I go back to London next week and do some stuff in Ireland and England, and then I come to Asia.
Okay.
Mid-September for like 3 weeks. So I'm doing lots of concerts all over China, Asia, Taiwan. It's very exciting. I didn't expect to be doing it so soon.
Sure.
But I'm coming back with my band and my crew, and it's going to be a great show.
Well, I was going to say, then you're accustomed to being alone on stage with your band members, of course.
I am, yeah.
But it's quite different from those Westlife years.
It is, yeah. The first show I did in Liverpool, actually, my first solo show.
Right.
Was quite I was quite nervous before the first show, but once I got on there, you know, I sing a lot of my own songs, obviously, but I sing a lot of Westlife songs, so I'm comfortable, you know, on the stage, and my band are great. They get involved, and so I don't feel completely on my own.
Sure. I mean,
it is different, though.
It is different. All in all, I mean, of course, you had a lot of experience over 14 years already, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, being on stage, there's no such thing as stage fright, but at the same time,
it was weird, though. It was weird. The first night was weird, and I remember I talked a lot, you know, and I found myself talking a lot to the crowd in between songs, but I just kept saying thank you, you know, thank you so much. And but that night I slept for like 13 hours straight. I was so relieved that the show went well. And the reaction from the fans was amazing on Twitter and stuff, obviously, and Facebook.
Well, the honest truth is, naturally, every member of Westlife, very talented, of course, but naturally being the lead vocalist of the group, to extend your career is something that should be very natural and something that you're very passionate about. And so, I mean, over the decades, there's been a lot of other artists, you know, that has done the same thing. I mean, from the 80s, you know, you got George Michael departing Wham.
Of course,
You know, even if you want to talk about bigger bands like Sting, you know, from the Police, or any of the members of the Beatles, right?
Yeah.
But more recently, of course, with all the boy bands, if you will, and you know, you got Ronan Keating, you got Robbie Williams, and then now you.
Yeah.
Do you, and I know you're friends with a lot of these people too.
I do, yeah. Well, I don't
Do you take any tips from them, or, I mean?
I think one thing they did is, you know, I think they had great songs, you know. I think everybody you mentioned there came out and had some really good songs when they started, and obviously Robbie had Angels, you know, a great song, and Ronan had When You Say Nothing at All, and I think, you know, for me, it's something that, you know, I want to work hard. I want to work hard and have good songs and try my best. You know, all I can do is my best, and but I want to, you know, I think I have a great album. I think it's a really good album.
Oh, definitely. Excellent.
It's a good start, and, you know, you got to build it up. It's quite scary starting after a band yourself.
Right.
Because, you know, you don't know what to expect, and you got to just go for it. And, you know, I'm really happy to be singing. I love singing.
Right.
And it's great. You get to travel the world. You get to come to a place like Taiwan and talk about your music, which is pretty cool, you know. Not a lot of people get to do this.
Sure.
And when you're that lucky, I think I just count myself lucky, and I work hard, and hopefully I can build it into something great over the next few years.
And not only just singing, I mean, now you're even more involved with songwriting, I suppose, because you kind of did that with Westlife.
I kind of did, but not really.
But not really full force.
Yeah, a lot of our biggest hits were either written for us or were covers, which I still totally agree with is good. I don't believe that I have to write all my songs. It just happened that this album I started writing some good songs, and, you know, the record label were very encouraging to say, you got to keep writing. So I just wrote songs for 6 months and ended up with an album, and I was really surprised by it, to be honest. How good I kind of, not good I was, but how easy I took to it, because it wasn't something I was used to. And But I kind of wrote a lot of songs about my wife or my life, my relationship, and I could kind of just tell little stories, put music to them, and I had a lot to talk about. I had 15 years to probably wait to talk about a lot of it. So
certainly,
it's great. It's a nice bonus.
Since you mentioned, I just want to go back, in time, and I've always wanted to ask you guys as Westlife, when you guys do covers, and it's great because you're bridging the gap actually between generations, but also what I've noticed, and maybe you can answer this right now, is that a lot of the covers are U.S. centric songs.
Yeah, I think
it was kind of intentional. Well, let's not say intentional, but it was
I think so. Yeah, I think
a drive for that.
Yeah, I think a lot of the covers. No, it wasn't to try and break America. It was actually probably the opposite.
That's what I mean.
Oh, sorry.
Actually. Actually, to pull in some of these big U.S. hits into England and the UK and the European market.
I think it was kind of to do songs that weren't known too well.
Yeah,
like of course they're known.
They're known, but
of course they're known and stuff like that. But we did songs that our audience we thought would like.
Yeah.
My manager Louis, he loves picking cover versions. Simon Cowell, who used to do all our music, he loves picking songs every now and then. You Raise Me Up, or Mandy, or whatever it was.
Exactly.
But they bridged the gap for our generation to songs that were fantastic like 20-30 years ago. And I still think it's a great idea. I genuinely do. There's always time and place for a great cover, but it has to be not every song. It has to be every now and then you just pull a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it worked. It worked for Westlife, and it's definitely worked for our audience. Probably similar to my audience. I'm sure they'd like that in the future.
Right.
Especially over in Asia. I think they really do appreciate when you do a rendition of a great song.
And you do have one cover on this new album, the bonus track, Amazed.
Yeah.
Lone Star.
It's my favorite song of all time.
Right.
I love the song. It's me and my wife's kind of song, if you like.
Yeah.
And I was asked to sing it on a famous radio show actually in the UK, Terry Wogan's radio show.
Okay.
I did a version of it acoustically with my band, and it just got a really big reaction. And I said, you know what, why not put it on the album? It's my favorite song. Why not? And I put it on there. I do it on tour as well, and it gets a great reaction. It's a fantastic song.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
So as I said, there's always time and place for a good one.
And what surprised me when I first heard your few singles from you and me is like, wait a minute, this sounds country to me, and it sort of is, it is, country and folk.
It is. It's a pop.
And so you do love country music.
I do love country music. I love people like Garth Brooks, Shania Twain.
Oh yeah.
Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline, all these people like years ago. I grew up listening to country music, so I think it had to be in me. If I was going to write songs, the influence was definitely going to be there. And I love it. I genuinely do. I'm Irish, so folk music is always in me. So I wanted to try and create something that was different, a little bit different. Obviously, it's pop music. I think Westlife fans will still like the songs, but I had to have some twist on it, and I think I don't know if there's many European or whatever, or there's definitely no Irish people doing kind of pop country. And it's something
the folk for sure, but but pop country not so much.
Yeah, and I think there's I think in the world right now, country and folk music is very in.
Oh yeah.
If you can nail it with the right song, and I think so far I've done a good job, but you just want to get better and try and find that amazing.
There's always a huge market for country music in the U.S. alone. I mean, even though we're accustomed to a lot of pop and hip hop and now EDM and whatnot, but country music, whenever Garth Brooks or whoever comes up with an album, they're number one on the Billboard chart.
It's crazy.
But what's really surprising, I came back to Taiwan. I was originally from the U.S., but when I came back about 17 years ago, we actually had a country countdown show here on this station, ICRT.
Oh wow, yeah.
And I kind of replaced that show.
Okay.
And I got a lot of hate mail.
Oh, go away, yeah.
Yeah. And I was surprised that actually a lot of people here in Taiwan loves country music, and if you listen to it, and this could apply to a lot of Asian music actually, because we're into ballads and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely.
And so they're accustomed to that melody and talking about love and life.
Without a doubt, yeah. I think it's a huge thing. I think that's why Westlife were so successful here. We did a lot of, we were kind of, we were a pop band, but we were also a kind of country band disguised as a pop band without the guitars and the cowboy hats. We sang a lot of ballads, a lot of great melodies. One thing about Westlife songs, they were always very simple to sing along to. They were nice songs to sing along to. They weren't too political or trying to talk about something too serious. They were love songs, and it's something that I think people in Taiwan love. I think people all over Asia love singing a great love song, and that's why it works so well.
Well, it's all about the music as well, so let's go ahead and play Shane Filan's latest single from, well, not latest, but from his latest album, rather, because his album has been out for about 8 months now, I guess. 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
This is Everything to Me here on ICRT FM 100. Stay tuned. We got more from Shane.
If life was like a jigsaw,
Where would you start? You think you got the picture like it's written on your heart. On your face, nothing else matters. No, nothing else matters. Yeah, I don't need the sunlight shining on my face, and I don't need perfection to have the perfect day. I just wanna see you happy, a smile on your face. Nothing else matters, 'cause you're everything to me.
Everything to me. Shane Filan right here on FM 100 ICRT. And even though the album could be about love, about life, you still try to keep it upbeat.
I did actually, yeah. I think that was not a conscious, I think it was more of a subconscious decision. I was kind of writing songs, and I felt like I wanted to keep the vibe upbeat. I wanted to write some positive songs, and a lot of places I went into, you know, guys and musicians I wrote with and stuff, and they all wanted to do up tempos, you know, probably because of the history of all the ballads at Westlife. So, but as I got further in, I was kind of like, we need to do some ballads here, you know. I love to sing ballads more than anything. So we started doing that in the latter stages of the album. But this was the first song. Everything to Me was the first actual song we wrote.
Right.
So it was pretty cool to come out with something good straight away, and it gave me a lot of confidence, I suppose. I needed a bit of confidence starting out, but yeah, the whole album, a lot of it is very positive, quite upbeat, and when you go on tour, the atmosphere is great.
Yeah. Keeps your feet tapping. And
it does, yeah. And I think
it's important.
I wanted to do that. I wanted to, I suppose, surprise people a little bit too. You know, my first single, I wanted to be like, oh, that's different, and not be just your ballad that everyone's expecting.
Right.
I think, you know, when you come with your ballad, it needs to be a killer ballad, and it needs to come. I think after people know you a bit more. I think people know me a bit more now, and you know, getting your name out there. You know, you're used to being Shane Westlife and stuff. So even that is, you know, you got to build it up, and you got to, you know, be patient and stuff. But so far it's going great, you know.
I do have a question about that I'll save for after the break. But before we take this break, actually, Shane's solo concert is coming up in September on the 19th at the Nangang 101. That's a huge venue. Oh, you're going to draw in a lot of people there.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and tickets will go on sale later this month on the 29th, I believe, of June.
29th, yeah. It's on walkieticket.com. So, everyone check it out. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great night, and I can't wait. It's going to be brilliant.
Go online, hurry up, book your tickets right now. www.walkieticket.com.
Walkie tickets. I said walkie. Sorry.
Walkie.
Walkieticket.com.
In Chinese, that's 华语.
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 华语. 华语. No.
Which actually also means Mandarin or Chinese in general too. But it also means Chinese entertainment, if you will. Yeah,
okay.
华语. Okay, www.walkieticket.com, and we'll take a short break right now. We got more from Shane right here on ICRT. Don't go anywhere. You can learn that line about you. Shane Filan right here on FM 100 ICRT. Great reaction with this song, I heard.
Yeah, it gets an amazing reaction. And I think as we were talking there, you know, it just has that little catchphrase at the end about you, and you know, you can kind of, it's a nice song to sing along to, you know, and it's more poppy. It's probably the most pop song on the album. But yeah, when I sang it, I was in Philippines and Hong Kong in the last few days, and I sang it at some record signings and stuff, and just the reaction was incredible for it. That and My Love. I sang My Love for the first time ever.
Oh, wow.
On my own.
On your own.
In Hong Kong, and they literally went, oh my God.
Oh, goodness.
It was like literally the reaction.
Well, now that you opened this bag right here, are you going to be doing that somewhere in Taiwan, though?
I don't know, actually. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm doing a record signing in Taiwan.
Any singing or anything in the next couple of days?
I don't.
I'm
doing TV shows.
On TV, though.
I'm doing TV shows. I'm doing like 2 or 3 TV shows. I'm doing a lot of press, and like a press conference tomorrow, and talking about the album, talking about the tour. But yeah, we were talking about the songs on the set list for the
upcoming show.
We're going to have to add Swear It Again, because I don't have that, and I'm going to add it to my set list just for Asia, because I think it's a song I have to do.
Oh, you have to.
I love doing it, but I just didn't have it.
Great song, of course, and then it's where you started everything.
Exactly. It's a lot of memories, you know, and I think it was kind of when I was doing the UK's Irish set list, you know, I had like 8 or 9 Westlife songs. It's so hard to pick because
it's still the only song that actually broke the U.S. market. Not
That's
that
right.
we need to care about that much, but
no,
at the
but
same time,
it is. It was the one song that did well, and we didn't go back really after that song, but it did really well, and it's the start of our whole career, and it's always going to be a special song.
Has that been one? No, let's not say regret, but one challenge that you felt like you never fulfilled being part of Westlife is to actually penetrate the U.S. market.
It is, without a doubt. I think we went over there, Swear It Again did well, and our record company a funny thing happened over there. The head of our label kind of left and set up his own label, Clive Davis, and then we kind of got left. We were an international band. Technically, we were an international act, so we weren't priority, obviously. So Simon Cowell, who was our A&R man back in the UK, he kind of felt we needed to make a second album straight away. So we left America, came back, and we made obviously My Love and all them songs. Sure. And that was huge for us all over the world and Asia and stuff. So Asia was really blown up. So I think we kind of had to make a decision. Do we go over and try and break America, or do we go and make the rest of the world bigger?
Right.
And that's the decision Simon made. And to be honest, if we'd broken America, would we have lasted 14 years? Would we have made 12 albums?
Good question.
Probably not, So everything happens for a reason. It wasn't meant to happen, but we got a lot of countries to like us, and we were very lucky boys. So we're happy with what we got. We're very happy.
Most definitely. But also this time around with your solo album, because with this country feel to it, I heard you were in Tennessee, was it? Or?
I was in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville, right.
I was in Nashville actually making a lot of this album.
Wow.
I got to go over there and write, and I think it was more of I go over there and kind of get a bit of confidence and meet new people and write with different people, and it was amazing. I got to work with some people that nobody knew. I got to work with people who had like 6 Grammys on their walls and stuff, and it was pretty intense, but it was amazing, and I got to learn a lot, and I think that's where the feel of the country music came from. I came back from there just literally wanting to be country, and it's very hard not to.
Reborn, baptized.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I found something I was, honestly, Joseph, something that I was very comfortable with, and I just had to keep that pop element on top of it all. I didn't want it to go too country and start having the country instruments and stuff. So, but you know what? It came out. It's the most natural album I could have made. So that's where we're at.
Excellent, and we're so glad that you're so passionate about music, and you have your pulse just right. With all the music you're making right now, and more to come, of course. And like I said at the beginning of the interview, you're going in following the footsteps, if you will, with some of your peers and colleagues. Whether it be Robbie or Ronan or back in the days George and whatnot, and you've had decades of success with a lot of things, with your group Westlife, with your marriage. You have 3 kids now,
Exactly, yeah.
You celebrated your 10-year anniversary just a few months ago.
That's right, yeah, that's pretty special. So, I've a great, I've been very lucky. I've had a couple of, really major things happen in my life, Westlife, and obviously my family. So to be getting to do this and just to keep singing, I'm blessed. It's a nice thing to call your job,
Right. So another decade of Shane coming up.
Hopefully. Yeah. Who knows?
Shane, Same, or Westlife? Okay.
Cool.
Use as little time as possible to react to these.
Okay,
we just want the most natural response right here. And some may be very obvious, and we're still going to ask it. But, now that you have your own career and you're working alone, if you will, I mean, sure, you have your, colleagues and whatnot with you.
Of course.
But it's still different from Westlife. Or maybe it's the same, So let's start off with more nerve-wracking to go on stage. Shane, Same, or Westlife?
Probably just the same.
That's about the same.
I don't really get nervous going on stage. I get more excited. I get more kind of anxious excited.
Right.
But the first time I sang on my own was nervous.
Okay.
Definitely.
But when you started with Westlife, and with any bands out there and any groups that there are, when you have someone to rely on in the beginning years of your career, it's probably less nerve-wracking because now you can rely on other people rather than just launching a solo career.
I think it's more the career that I'm nervous about. I think it's more tickets going on sale, singles being released, albums being released. That's what I'm nervous about. I don't get nervous singing because I genuinely just love to sing. I find it every time it's the most enjoyable thing when you can put a mic in your hand and sing a song.
Right.
I don't think about it, but I always think about like tickets and albums and stuff like that. And of course you wanna try and be successful if you can.
Okay, next question. Most likely to crack a joke during an interview? Shane, Same, or Westlife?
Westlife, probably.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought. There's probably more fun with the kids,
I think
with the boys around.
There was a lot more. There's always somebody that cracked a joke every day of some sort. Every 10 minutes, somebody would crack a joke. Nicky was always messing.
So you're not the joker of the group.
Nicky was definitely messing a lot. You know, he used to always come up with some really good jokes. And Brian as well, when he was in the band, he used to be like, you just never know what Brian was going to say. But you know, it was fun. Yeah, we had a lot of fun as a band, without a doubt.
How about this one? Get to decide what to have for dinner.
Shane.
Right?
Yeah, you get to decide everything. It's fantastic. You know, I was asked, you want to come out to, Asia and Taiwan to do your promotion. I'm like, yeah, okay. That's it. Decision made. It's not like, let's all sit around the table or let's all email each other and find out who wants to go and what time can we go, and I can't go here. I can, you can go whenever you want to go.
But back in the days, right? I mean, there's a lot of discussion on that. And
of course.
Right? I don't want pizza right now. Why do you want pizza?
Yeah, that's my Diet Coke. No, that's my Diet Coke. And it's like, no, I was sitting there and like we used to fight over the silliest little things. I like that jacket. And when I saw it first on the rail, I got to pick all my clothes now, which is really nice. I get to have all the clothes.
Excellent. Okay. How about this? More attention from female fans. Do you feel you get more attention now you're alone? Shane, same or Westlife?
I'd say it's the same.
About the same. Oh, good.
And I think the mums, I used to always get the mums. The mums used to like Shane. And I don't think that's changed too much. But yeah, it's always flattering for. You get a female attention when you sing, without a doubt. You get male attention too.
Oh yeah.
Mainly female, obviously, and it's always nice to when you hear people call your name or sing along or scream at you. It always makes you feel good.
Yeah. And finally, you don't have to answer this one if you don't want to. More likely to get tipsy on a night out.
Oh, definitely Westlife.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get tipsy. We got drunk.
Okay.
We used to
be polite here,
We used to have a lot of great parties, and we've had a lot of great parties in Taiwan. And I remember actually there's a hotel we're staying in at the moment, and I remember staying in that hotel with Westlife years ago, and we were falling in the corridor and laughing. And I remember me and I think it was Key, and we were like literally trying to crawl up the carpet, and we were so drunk. It was just one of those great nights or whatever after a gig. And I remember we were all out in the corridors, we were laughing and we were like just jumping around, and all the people were coming out complaining, and we were like shh, like this, and it was a funny memory, but it was nice to see that today.
And it's still within your
I have it,
right
and that's
there,
it. I have all the Westlife memories, which is amazing. And
so I'm sure you get a lot of questions about being solo and whatnot. I thought we just put it in this form. We can get a sense, the good and bad.
You get the honest answers there. Yeah, it's good idea. Thank you.
I'll take a short break. One final sound from Shane right here on ICRT. All right, welcome to the final segment of the Jam right here on ICRT. I'm Joseph Litt, and he is Shane Filan.
Hello, Joseph.
Thank you so much for stopping by, not just ICRT, but Taiwan in general.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Always a pleasure to have people like you here talking about life, talking about music.
Yeah.
Just have a good laugh.
That's it. It's as I say, it's great to be alive. It's it's great to be able to just come out here and sing for all these people, and hopefully, people will like my songs. But so far, it's a good reaction.
Yes.
The last time I actually came here, I did a big signing, like we were talking about earlier. I did like a record signing, and I did a performance, and it was just the reaction was crazy. So many cameras and all the fans, and I'm really excited about coming back to do the show in September. It's going to be a great show. This goes down great. This song on tour.
Oh yeah, for sure. And if you get a chance next time you come back in September, spare out, maybe an hour, come back.
Yeah, definitely.
To our station here,
and you should come down to my show.
I will.
As my guest, bring your family.
Guaranteed.
You should see it, and then you can tell everybody how good it is.
I will, definitely. Again, Shane in the house for you, and thank you so much again. And enjoy your rest of the stay here in Taiwan. Actually, I know here in Taiwan they like to shove really weird food at you, but fruit is something that is generally accepted, and we have very good mango right now. So if you like, this Taiwanese mango, really tasty.
Thank you. I just open it up here.
If you like that. There you go.
Mango is very popular, isn't it, over here?
Yeah, it's very popular in Asia and Southeast Asia.
Yeah, everywhere.
But we got really good mango here, and
oh my God, it's so soft.
Yeah, they are. And as you take a bite, we're going to say goodbye.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh man, you have to taste that.
It's really good. I love it.
It's so good. It's the nicest mango I genuinely have ever tasted in my life.
Really?
Oh my God.
I got it. Again, it's Shane Filan right here on ICRT. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.